Hello and welcome to Boring Conversation Anyway, episode 5, the first episode of 2018. New year, new podcast and all that.
Same podcast.
Same podcast. Same people as well. I am Connor Dodge. I am joined by two great minds of the industry.
Well, if we don't look at my grave.
Future industry.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it big and porn one day.
Introduce yourselves yet again.
Really sick.
That was some really low-hanging fruit. So, I'm sitting this time, so I can be the second guy.
Yeah. No, I get to be third.
Hey guys, it's me, Patrick. Bye. Tina, you want to say a few comments? Actually, can I just interrupt for a
You son of a bitch, let me...
I just wanted to say, hope everyone had a great Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. But it's 2018 now. Please let this be better to 2017. Oh, did I jinx it?
No.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, it's already down.
Cut this part. I don't want anyone to know that I jinxed it, okay? Everyone's going to come back here to, the president's going to tweet, that Patrick guy. Anyway, Tiernan, do you want to say anything?
You've introduced me twice, and I'm Tiernan Green. I've had a haircut over
fresh trim.
over Christmas. It was kind of an accident, if anything. I asked for a trim, and
slipped
they
on some scissors.
Shaved it off. And they're like, "Is that good?" I was like, "Yeah."
I think it looks nice.
Thank you.
Why does she look like a schoolgirl when you said that?
Someone's complimented me on my hair. No one's like,
thank you. So I guess when we left off, it was just before. I don't know if it was 1 week or 2 weeks before. It was 2 weeks before the release of Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the most controversial Star Wars film since, Episode 1, really.
Have you guys talked about it with each other since? Or?
No,
we've okay. I'm really looking forward to seeing
what our opinions under wraps.
How many guys have you seen? How many times have you guys seen the film now?
I've seen it once.
I saw it twice.
I saw it 3 times.
Right, that's good then.
It was a really big, weird dip for me, but it's weird.
I was recommended to see it again, so I did. Because the film got 7.5 on IMDb, which
pretty good.
IMDb's a bit hit and miss normally. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 91%. And it's the fifth biggest opening of a film since 2002.
What
was that, Lilo and Stitch?
That Lord of the Rings.
What was it?
I don't know.
Now I'm going to have to
all those fucking Lord of the Rings fans are going to be like, no, but it's still good.
So, what did people think? Well, I guess I can say what was your first impression?
I liked it.
Then we'll go on to second and thirds.
There were parts definitely where I thought, this is stupid.
What am I watching?
Yeah, but most of it I did genuinely enjoy.
Like what?
Oh, right. I thought we were going to go round.
Right. No, take the goddamn floor, Tina.
I like Laura Dern.
Really?
Yeah, I thought she was okay. I thought she was nice.
She was nice.
Yeah, I thought she was nice.
Everyone likes her now for some reason.
I never hated her. I don't know.
Well, she just wasn't as popular for a bit.
I get how not telling Poe her plan kind of fucked everything up.
That was pretty funny.
You know, there were scenes where definitely I'm sure we were all a bit, let's stop watching.
This is not a scene.
Flying Leia.
That really got to me.
When Luke just sucks the tip of a sea animal.
No one reacted to that when I went to go and see it in the.
I looked at the people to left and right of me, and they were just still watching the film. I was like.
Me and my girlfriend were just like, what's going on here?
Well, me and my non-girlfriend. Well, when I try and stay as silent as possible during a film. Even my laughs are suppressed. I go, for a laugh. But I went, what? During the film.
Why are my pants off for this part? We're all thinking it too.
The bit where, was it Rose gives him like a little kiss and then like dies or something. When she's like, and she goes down.
Like John Boyega like slipped something into her mouth.
I've never felt bad for like laughing, but it was just I don't know why it got to me.
You know what? The bit where I've changed my opinion on like that whole arc. Like yeah.
I mean,
I liked it. I didn't mind it too much.
I
thought it was kind of boring during the whole. We need to save the animals.
It's just like
the whole Greenpeace bit. It was like, we'll give you some funding for Star Wars if you do some like animal.
And I was just like, boy, I love my political commentary.
Like Rian Johnson was just like he went to like an animal shelter like halfway through filming and he was like, man, I'm a good man.
Well, they're apparently giving him his own trilogy as well.
I think that's what that little kid thing was about.
It's going to be separate to
it might be.
Like the Luke Skywalker, Magula Dadala, thing at the end.
That's like Avatar.
I think it's Magula. Well, it's going to be a crossover. You see, it's going to be a crossover between Batman's Avatar and Star Wars trilogy.
My favourite.
Because he said in a couple of interviews that he wants to do something completely separate from what's been done before.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to do stuff like. He said, even though it would be cool, I don't want to do stuff like Old Republic and stuff from like extended universe and video games.
Ew.
He wants to create his own
part of the universe. Okay, I mean, it
could go. It could go either way. I feel like
so Disney. I think.
I feel like this film had a lot of potential, but a lot of the potentially good parts. Were wasted or cut short or just didn't lead anywhere.
Yeah.
The casino planet the casino. I think I've written it down.
Yeah.
It was called Canto Bight, the casino planet, in which there was a whole story.
Haha, hell yeah!
Whole story arc that was leading up to this big moment. There was an extended universe cameo which was thrown in there.
What was that?
The smuggler guy. The guy that
plays it. Oh, the Justin Theroux part, you mean?
Is that him?
He's Louis Theroux's cousin.
He's married to Jennifer Aniston.
Whoa, Tiernan knows the whole Theroux family. Everywhere you look.
I know it Theroux and Theroux.
I only knew that because I've seen the Lego Ninjago movie.
He appeared in some of the extended universe comics, and he was a
nod. Okay.
It was a nod to like that, but he got like
2 seconds of screen time.
So that planet was wasted and came to nothing. The whole crate, the nod to Hoth.
That was
the Hoth.
I love it as well because it's not Hoth because it's salt.
It's salt.
But I didn't get that at first. Yeah, because it's salt. Thanks.
Like they could have done so much with that, but again,
they didn't.
Well,
it was quite cool.
They fucked it.
That's the thing. It could have been really cool, except it was just not. It was that's the thing because Kylo Ren was sort of revived in this film.
Yeah.
And then after the whole spoiler alert bit, which I won't say, but I guess
I think we can. Everyone's seen
like
it.
A month now.
Yeah, but I don't know if everyone's seen it. But
well, then they should listen to
get the fuck out of here.
We should put.
We don't need those guys.
When Kylo and Rey are in the room. Supreme Leader's room. After that bit,
it's Chambers.
Yeah, after that bit,
hell yeah, they get it on.
Kylo Ren's character just goes back. It just reverts back to how he was in Force Awakens, and the crate is that playground in which he becoms
a dick,
the child bully.
Yeah. Oh my god, he really was.
Shoot him!
That's not fair! There's excuse like that.
Guys, please sponsor our what is it? Change.org page to get Tiernan to do a voiceover for Adam Driver. It's not fair! But you know who your real parents are. Just say it.
I still liked him in Logan Lucky, but that's not.
I liked him
Spider-Man 2. That was the biggest film of 2000. Sorry. Anyway, back into Last Jedi. Just kind of.
Tobey Maguire's listening, like, yeah.
I was like, it's got me spotted.
I was just thinking, why did you suddenly bring Spider-Man 2 up?
Anyway, there was this scene where it made me laugh. It was after Rose kind of T-boned into Finn, and she's like, we've got to protect those we love, and the fucking laser cannon blows up the door in the background. It killed me because I was just like, for all they know, everyone else is dead, but she said we've got to protect those we love.
Yeah, I chose to T-bone you out of the way of the cannon that would kill potentially hundreds of people.
Is there any other bits that were controversial?
I want to say about the 3 times I saw it. So the first time I was just like, oh, there's a bit let down, but like I wouldn't let it get to me. I was just like, but I still enjoyed it, and I was like, it's something different, cool. Then I went on the internet, and everyone was like, the worst Star Wars movie ever. And I was telling my friend about it. I was like, did you enjoy it? And I was just my friend back at home, and I was just like, yeah, you're gonna love it, I guess. And I can't wait to see it again, is what I said. And then he was just like, oh wow, it sounds great, finally, I'm so relieved. And I was like, oh no, but you might hate it though, because everyone does hate it. So I went to go and see it a second time. And I enjoyed it slightly a bit more because I sort of got used to the plot things. A lot of the things like you've already mentioned, the casino part, that everyone thinks is pointless. But at the same time, like, it's fucking Star Wars. Like, it's not Citizen Kane. It's made to sell. So I think like someone else said this in a review, so I'm kind of stealing that part. But I also thought like the casino part. The more I watched that, like it was irrelevant, but I kind of like enjoyed it a bit more, and I really liked the Rose and Finn dynamic. But like it just didn't belong in the film. But that whole thing at the end with the every time I watched it a bit more as well, I sort of felt like I liked Rose more as a character.
Yes.
And everyone's saying like, oh, but she's the next Jar Jar Binks based on solely on that one line at the end of the film.
Mish, I love you.
But she's not. I think she's a pretty good character. I might just be biased, but I thought like she was a bit different. And God, I'm talking about a person here. I'm just saying a bit refreshing.
I thought she was still good.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good as well. And then like, but everyone just seems to like, not everyone, but seems to dislike her. Like when you see Mark Hamill when he put up that post saying like, "Oh, happy birthday, Kelly Marie Tran," and then people were like replying and saying, "Oh, you mean the worst character?" And I'm just like it's fucking Star. When the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water came out, you didn't see me freak out this much as well. But anyway, every time I watched it a bit more, I enjoyed it a bit more, and I learned to ignore the fact that some of the plots don't mesh together so well. But at the same time, like I kind of admire. Shut the fuck up. I was doing a thing with my hands.
Hand gesture.
No one's going to see this, but I'm doing a hand gesture to say mesh together.
To everyone else, you just kind of kept
you can just imagine.
Shut the fuck up.
Imagine what the hand.
Listener, I know you want to argue, but every time I watched it a bit more, I enjoyed it a bit more. But like if someone doesn't like it, I understand completely.
It was definitely awkward.
Everyone says Kylo Ren was better in this film than he was in the last film, and I was just
he was better to a point, and then he just like.
Then he took his shirt off.
Oh, yeah, he looked very strange.
Am I right, guys? Those nipples. I think Rian Johnson, like Dan Harmon, who's the guy who does Dan Schneider, who does iCarly's Obsessed with Feet. I think Rian Johnson's like that, but obsessed with nipples. Yeah. No, Dan Schneider, I'm calling you out personally on this podcast. Come on,
he's not into like
people's
feet. He's into
teenage girls.
Oh God.
Well, I think we should just spark the conversation and get more people to speak up, because Dan Schneider's a very powerful guy in Nickelodeon, and I want to know the truth. So, Dan Schneider, I hope you're wetting your pants.
I him by a nickname, but I think we'll just censor it.
He's probably listening to this too because we're young, and he probably thinks we're going to have like the next iCarly sort of things.
We don't record with our feet, though.
All right. Wait, what?
I can't.
Don't record with your feet, kids.
I get ready to say it. I really want to say it, but I know it's going to get sent. Well, it's just Dan.
I want him to work more. He doesn't work hard enough.
Fine, Dan Schneider.
Oh my God.
See, no, you got to censor it. I didn't want to say it, but now I feel better. Now I feel that we.
Are you a rapper?
Now I feel like closer that we said it.
I can't wait to see your piece of post when you drop about Dan Schneider is a piece of shit.
Anyway,
end of.
The way I like justify it to myself, the film to myself.
Star Wars.
We are talking about Star Wars. is that it doesn't feel like the next sort of film in the trilogy. It feels like its own thing. Like if you saw it as this is the film after
Agreed.
Force Awakens,
Yeah.
then you go, what the blooming hell happened?
Yeah, I think as well there was what Rian Johnson did. It was because I was reading this article like J.J. Abrams and like basically all the executives had no idea where they were going with like Snoke.
Yeah,
or his
and everyone
parents.
wanted to shut down Rian Johnson.
But that was the thing. If he didn't have idea anyway, why
yeah.
would he keep it in?
Yeah.
So I think he kind of did a good job with just like.
Everyone keeps saying like, oh, if they just let J.J. Abrams carry on. J.J. Abrams didn't do the next one.
Yeah.
And then everyone's having to go at Rian Johnson for trying to change the ideas.
Yeah.
Expectations are a bitch, man, and
But
nobody
I kind of
seems
like
to
that
know.
she's a nobody kind of thing. That
I was
she's
saying, I thought the way they delivered it was a bit disappointing at
Yeah.
first, but
Yeah.
the third time I was like, or second time I was like, but that's still pretty cool.
Yeah. Mine's just
I
a
feel
normal
like
bowl thing.
Disney somehow, like behind the scenes, hired a comedy team because it feels like
Sometimes that, yeah.
it feels like Avengers level comedy in a Star Wars film.
Well, I thought it more like
I
Guardians
just-
2, where it just wasn't appropriate at some points. But it was
Some
still
of the
like,
comedy
yeah.
worked, others just detracted from
The
the
bit where it
film.
kept doing the, you know, like the, hello, are you there? To
Yeah.
like General Alex, I was like, what the fuck's...
That was a good
Yeah.
Judd Apatow kind of like
Yeah.
movie show. And then I wouldn't be surprised if at the end it was
Yeah.
like executive produced by Judd Apatow or something like that.
And the one where they're in the when Finn and Rose are captured and they are about to get killed,
Yeah.
and then the ship just then all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
goes off, and then Finn fights Phasma and gets knocked into the pit,
Yeah.
and then comes up on the elevator, comedic style, like haha, it's me.
But it's
like,
Star Wars has
whack
always
away.
had stupid ass jokes though, to be fair.
I like,
there's-
yeah, they said, what was it, with Captain Phasma as well, they're like,
unless
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
thinking about the Family Guy ones, but they have had... Okay,
I like
let's
how with Captain Phasma, they're like, oh, we're going to give her a bigger role.
Yeah.
more role.
Yeah,
And
I
they
was
did the same
disappointed about
thing
that.
as well.
She does all the publicity and stuff, doesn't she, Gwendolyn Christie?
Yeah, she was on like a load of the web interviews.
Oh
and
yeah,
all that.
that was crazy. What did you watch the What's in the Box on? Are we all thinking of the same one? No, but anyway, there was a thing when like they have to like I'm not sure if it's like a BuzzFeed thing or whatever when like her and John Boyega had to try and guess what's in the box and it'd be like an animal or something.
right.
And they'd go like, oh gosh, it's icky. I found the Kelly Marie Tran and John Boyega press junkets the best. That's probably why I like them so much
chemistry,
in the
I think.
film. Yeah, I would watch them like just do a normal
I think
film.
in
You
episode
know?
9, I hope they get better.
Yeah. I just hope they don't screw Rose over in the next one.
So, do we want to give a final verdict? Put this one to rest, so we don't have to talk about it ever again.
Ten.
I'll give it 8 flying layers
Brilliant.
out of brackets, rest in peace.
Oh God, a bit dark.
That Carrie Fisher part at the end, though, like I really liked
give-
as well.
Whatever the rating for Spider-Man 2 is, IMDb, or
I
6
think-
Dan Schneiders.
I'd give it 6 down, no,
Gonna say
5 feet.
Oh God, we're back
Okay.
at this one.
Some Squidward feet.
I could give some more nicknames. I've just
No, no.
No, we're not gonna look. Is that like a nickname generator? What is that?
Well, it's
You're a Reddit thread.
sort of 4chan.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd,
that's
I'd,
the worst.
I'd probably give it like a 7.8 out of 10. I don't know why I've got the point 8. Maybe like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, some of these are not good.
I feel like it's.
Is that name illegal?
I feel like this was like the
The brackets sell it as well. Sorry, go
I
on.
think this is like the bullied child of the Star Wars universe. Like not even the prequels got
It's
this
the
much
Chicken
hate.
Little.
It's the Jake Floyd.
I would give it like a 6.9. It could be a 7, but there was a lot of things that just sort of didn't turn out
That's fine. I think the more like
as
it,
good as they could have been. I see why things have been done, but I wouldn't necessarily agree. But that's my opinion. Rian Johnson has his own creative freedom, and he literally took Star Wars and the plot lines he was given by Abrams and just did his own thing with it. He didn't go, right, I'm going to recreate Empire Strikes Back again,
Yeah.
but different. He literally made his own Star Wars film, which is what he was contracted to do. He did his job at the end of the day.
yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think he should be getting as many hits. Why am I talking like a 2010 YouTube parody thing on a Disney Channel show that hits? But I also think Chewbacca should have been in it more. I know we should shut up. Okay, Chewbacca should have been in it more. Will from W1A was in it in a non-speaking role.
I mean, that film was like straight after Force Awakens, so he's still kind of reeling over Han Solo's death, but he's got to kind of sit there with these fucking horns.
J.J. Abrams set all the stupid things up, though, you know. So
and he's finishing the trilogy, so
yeah, he's back.
Yeah, but the thing is, he can literally just go back on anything that Rian Johnson did, and he would probably have the support of like hardcore. I don't even want to imagine. Like that was it was either Rian Johnson going, "You need a better bad guy" to Abrams, or it's like, or it's going to create two really bad situations for the last one.
But by the way, guys, 6.9 doesn't justify how good the film is after a third watch, in my opinion. I think Connor's gonna like it. Like the next 2 times he watches it, is what I'm trying to say. Like he's gonna be like, "This is the last time we're talking about the film." Then you're gonna come up on the podcast the next 2 times.
It's the best film
actually,
ever. I watched
it's
it
the best
7 days in a row. Over Christmas, what film did you watch on Christmas Day, perhaps?
I haven't watched anything. Wait, did I?
You must have watched.
I watched Tiernan. I watched Tiernan as he sleeps.
Are you saying you didn't get up at 6 a.m. in the morning to watch the B movie?
Diddly? What? Have you noticed this though? Because BBC
I didn't know about
that. The UK television channels know about the memes because we've had on the Christmas Eve we had the We Are Number One episode of Lazy Town play at midnight. And then we also had...
who the fuck are the ironic memers working?
It's like, it's Christmas, we'll let you play what you want. BBC 2 always have B-movie on in the morning. It was on a little bit earlier this year, which is a bit annoying. So not as many people
they didn't have, at 10 a.m, they didn't have El Dorado, and I love watching that on Christmas Day. But
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Was on over Christmas.
Maybe.
So she said, what's the problem, baby?
I genuinely don't think, apart from like the Doctor Who Christmas special...
I didn't watch. I think I watched one thing. I watched The Highway Rat, which is a cool
Christmas stuff.
There wasn't that many good things.
I
watched
Love Actually.
I showed my family.
Did you watch When Harry Met Sally this week? I watched Big Mouth on Christmas. Arise these memes from the dead. Tiernan's got his Bible with him.
I showed my family.
That boy, run!
Baby Driver on Christmas Day.
Did you?
Yeah,
I did.
Did you like it? Again?
I liked watching it again because it is a great film, and
it's got
you should all follow
editing.
Edgar Wright on Twitter because he is an amazing man.
Yeah.
And he has constant
like
banter with another great director we've had
on the show.
Had on the show.
We know all the British
people.
Have you seen what he said to Kumail Nanjiani? He was like, "You got to eat a bunch of Brussels sprouts." Yeah, if you can.
If you get the award.
And he got Best Writer nom, and he's like, "Haha, I hate them." And I was like, "They're just real people. Oh, they're just like you and me." A bit like the Netflix account that acts like a real person.
I can't like it because I was watching. Because today he's not upset that he didn't get like Best Director or Best Writer for his script.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that he got the Best Sound Editing, Best Editing for his film.
He put on Twitter his shooting script, in which he said,
I saw that as well. Yeah.
His literally said, like, everything in this movie is driven by sound. This will win or be nominated for
this better be
award for sound.
I've got the Baby Driver Blu-ray here, and I just don't know why they've kept Kevin Spacey on all the different parts of it, and they've even put his names of one of the 3 people at the back.
I mean, I assume they made it, but then it all came out.
Yeah, because the shooting script was from 2014.
Yeah.
And
because the film's been in development since like
I don't know why I've got this Steven Universe book and Kevin Spacey is.
It's whenever that was it the Mint Royale music video came out.
Yeah, The Big Sick. We watched that.
Oh, did you?
After Christmas. Yeah, it was.
Hell
it was
yeah!
Good.
It was very good.
I myself, without other people, watched Logan Lucky. Because
Taylor, have you seen that film?
Oh, yes.
it is.
Was it your favourite film of the
It is
year?
highly underrated. It is.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
told you.
It is so underrated.
Say it was fun. I hate Logan Lucky, Baby Driver all the way.
Logan Lucky is so underrated. It really is. And even with Adam Driver in it, it like just.
I don't hate Adam Driver
I
either.
We're blaming you for our fault.
Yeah.
Girls.
Why do you hate Logan Lucky and why do you hate baby-faced Adam Driver?
Because he works for Kenneth
What's
Branagh in
wrong
the Secret
with women
League.
in the film industry?
Yeah,
Oh
that
no,
was
I'm
a weird-
already trending. Run.
That was one thing about. I don't know if I linked you. I think I may have linked other people on it on Twitter. There was a article. This is going back now to the previous segment, but I don't want it. But I've got to. There was an article put out on the internet. I can't remember who was published.
Was it that
by.
hamster video you put in the group chat?
No, it wasn't.
Tell me.
It was an article, and the article's title was "Let's face it, you hate Star Wars: The Last Jedi because you hate women."
I had to write that though. I need to feed my family, okay?
And it was just like, how has like internet fucking
How is
journalism
Lark
gone
into
this
it?
far
Yeah.
to then go, everyone's slating this controversial film because sexism and all that. Anyway, blowing over that. That's because internet journalism is stupid. But that's a whole other topic. Before I came back to uni, I also watched Popstar. Never gonna. Never stop him.
Oh, I love that film. Did you not like it?
I did. It was
Okay.
basically like Saturday Night Live, the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Hot
It was
Rods?
very good.
Have you seen
I haven't.
Oh my god. Right, this is Popstar, but Hot Rod's like on a whole other
I love
level.
it as well. I've seen that so many times.
I've got the DVD of it, like it has like a sort of like trashy cover.
Yeah.
So then when I lent it to someone, and then another person said that looks bad to this other person. So I went up to that person, like, who was that? And I've made them borrow it just so they can laugh and think about how good it was. So yeah, hopefully they'll like it.
That's pretty much what I've watched over the month of December.
I'd probably watch some stuff too, but I just don't know. Oh, I've watched some films since I watched The Greatest Showman, which was just a big cheesy mess. And then
I've heard different things about it. A lot of girls are like, I love it, and then a lot of people are like,
yeah, it's a lot of people saying it's actually quite good because I got that feeling when it came out, but it's like basically like, you know, when you watch a film like Night at the Museum and you really enjoy it, but you're like, oh, it's not amazing. It's basically like Night at the Museum 3 if it had songs, basically.
I never saw 3.
Yeah, the second one is the best one though, just because of the Hank Azaria character.
Yeah.
And then I also watched Coco, which was.
Did you like Coco?
I liked Coco as well. I'm in love with the Coco. I bet no one's made that joke before, but it was pretty good. Yeah,
I'm gonna Google it to see if anyone.
Can we talk about
Quite a lot of
Oscar
people that
as well?
hated it, actually.
Is who? What? It's got like.
I know it's got like really loads of good reviews, but people are.
Who are these
I think it's
people?
up for an animated thing.
Racists.
It is up for an animated.
It's one of.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how the Oscars treat animation though for 1 second? Unless you want to just talk about the Oscars in general.
Well, it was just Lady Bird. That was it.
Yeah.
I was gonna lead on because I saw 3 billboards as well.
Go on, do you
I
want to
really
talk about
enjoyed
it?
that. Yeah.
So just to create conflict, I'm just going to rant about how I hate 3 billboards, and then you can be like, actually, Pat, and you better start with actually, Pat. I love it when you call me Pat.
Actually, Pat.
So I hear 3 billboards is getting all these nominations, and is it just me or is it not that good? Am I right? I haven't seen it, but I'm just going to say that because I want to create conflict. Sam Rockwell hosted Saturday Night Live not too long ago. Does anyone want to conflict opinions with me?
Actually, Pat. I watched 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. The full title, but I'm just going to call it 3 billboards. I was going to call it 3B, but that's fucking stupid. Directed by
Don't trust the B in there.
And he made 7 Psychopaths, and I love that film. Sam Rockwell, I
I've
think, is
seen that
also
one
in that.
before as well.
Sam Rockwell, rock on,
Very
dude.
funny in Saturday Night Live. He said the F word. And, I don't know if
Instant
Lord Michaels
funny.
might get him out there.
Lord Michael.
A lot of people are saying he shouldn't get a nomination because he played a racist character. His character's all like a racist, bigoted person. But That's, you can't stop him from...
Just like Connor for not liking Coco, who raises a bigoted person.
I haven't seen it.
But that's just his character. It's not like Sam
it.
Rockwell's this racist, bigoted person in real life.
Exactly.
And he does go on like quite a good change.
Just like Adam Driver isn't a 12-year-old emo.
And it's a very good, film to watch.
A lot of people say like it's like all the other films that the directors made, and they don't know. They say it's good, but they don't know why this is getting the nominations and the other ones didn't. Like
for 3, but yeah, I can kind of see why. There's parts of it where I probably like. There's this bit with a deer they have in it. I don't know if you heard about it.
Medea.
Like an actual deer.
Yeah.
And it's this scene with a deer, and it's the worst CGI deer. They might as well like copied and pasted it from like Microsoft Paint.
It's just
and
a
moved
Photoshop
it around.
job.
Yeah. It looks so bad, but I did enjoy it. And then I thought, is it Frances McDormand? I think.
Why are you looking at me? I haven't seen.
I feel like someone would know.
I thought it was Toni Collette, or whatever her name is.
Say her name.
Can we get?
But she's very good in it, and the humour's quite good in it as well. Makes me laugh, makes me giggle, makes me chuckle.
Good boy.
What's next?
Woody Harrelson's always just like hanging on to like these award indie films as well. He's like,
yeah.
I'm still here, you guys.
It's great as well
because he's Woody Harrelson. I also saw Boss Baby over Christmas.
God.
Hey, I've got opinions on that as well because it was a meme.
The best animated feature.
But hold on, can I talk about the best animated feature? So for years now, you can look it up. But the Oscars, the Academy, whenever they decide animation, it's usually what are my kids watching type of thing. And
but kids watch anything.
This year's no exception. Why did they snub Lego Batman? I don't know. The original sort of excuse for snubbing the Lego movie is because they had live action segments in it. So they're like, it has to be this percentage of animation. And for Lego Batman, I'm like, that was such a great, unique piece. And a lot of people online are saying, but Boss Baby got nominated. I watched Boss Baby over Christmas, and it's definitely one of those sort of, if you were like a weird kid and you liked, it's kind of like its own thing, you know what I mean? It's not like amazing, I'm not saying it's like a flawless masterpiece, but for what it is, if you're like a weird kid, like an active imagination, you're going to love it. The trailer makes it look so trashy, but I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. But the memes are still acceptable. But if you don't like it, I just think it's because you either haven't seen it, or you're just a person who's not in a happy mood to see it, or you're just normie trash.
I thought...
Ferdinand, why is that nominated? I haven't seen that film either, so I'm being hypocritical here. I don't know why that...
Wasn't that the
John Cena as a bull one?
Yeah, wasn't that meant to be like, we can do like other races too, sort of thing.
Oh yeah,
it was like meant to battle Coco, but then it was just like it was like open season, but in Spain.
But it's around the same week that Disney bought Fox.
They made John Cena.
I'm not sure if it's done that well, but I don't know why that. Captain Underpants as well. Out of the DreamWorks films, did you like it? I loved it. I've got the art book and everything.
I read the books.
It's great. Daft Pilkey was like, I got pretty emotional watching an interview with him on TV. Not gonna lie, because he was saying like he was like had what's it called? He had some sort of I was gonna say, it doesn't matter. He had ADHD. That's it. He had that when he was in school. And all the teachers sort of said like, "Oh, you're so stupid. You're never going to be good at reading," and he's to get made fun of. But it wasn't until he went to college in America, and then the teacher said, "Have you considered writing children's books?" And now he sells like millions of books all the time. But he met his wife quite late, and he hasn't been able to have children. But then there's like a bunch of like a montage of him like talking at schools and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy like he's like would make the perfect dad and stuff as well. But anyway, I have a lot of respect for him because he seems to have faced a lot of like doubt in his life, and he makes like such positive stories. But anyway, Captain Underpants should have been nominated.
But I'm glad Loving Vincent got nominated.
Yeah, I mean I loved Coco, but that film looks like it took a lot of effort to make.
Yeah,
Chris O'Dowd as well.
See it, but it looks fantastic.
I hope Chris O'Dowd goes to the Oscars, by the way, because he was in Loving Vincent, and he was also in Molly's Game, or whatever that film. He's doing the Woody Harrelson and sort of tail-ended on all these different films.
He's just like doing a year of cameo.
Yeah. But I understand why Coco got nominated and probably Loving Vincent. I think there's another 2D animated film that got nominated. Yeah. But it's basically, what are my kids watching? What is some sort of foreign thing that we can add in here as well? So yeah,
what do we think of the best pictures?
What's the list? I think it's.
Okay, so we've got.
I haven't seen Get Out yet.
Call Me by Your Name.
I already support that.
Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, which just came out, I think, so, but still not here yet. The Post, The Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards.
Well, Lady Bird won. Well, it's been nominated for pretty much anything and everything.
Except lead actor.
I haven't seen. I really want to see that, though. To be fair,
I haven't seen it.
I would as well. I think it does look quite good.
Date night, baby.
Dunkirk was on a lot less than I thought it would be because I thought it was like a film that wasn't in the style of films the norm.
I think they've got a lot of editing and sound editing.
Is Dunkirk
I would say
nominated?
it would be like a lot of sound stuff.
Is Dunkirk not nominated?
Yeah, it is nominated.
It is, but it's not nominated for as much as I thought it would be.
I think it was more of an experience, Dunkirk, and like it had a lot of sort of weak. I enjoyed like watching it and stuff. I just see like why it wasn't.
Because it was a film that wasn't so focused on, like the story was already set out and you knew what was basically going to happen. So it wasn't a focus on storytelling. It was a lot of focus on creating atmosphere and tension, and it did that so well, better than most like horror films of the last decade.
I think I think the listing and everything is quite good. We've got a lot more original films as well, rather than it just being these like Oscar baits where it's like historical piece that covers
I like that
subject.
It's not all the blockbusters.
Yeah, I think really what it's like Darkest Hour, Dunkirk.
Have you seen like Gabriel Gundaker Phantom Thread thing, by the way?
I've not.
He does like, he edits the trailer. He put a status up saying, the trailer for Phantom Thread looks so beautiful. But he just edited it to like this one point where someone goes up to Daniel Day-Lewis's character, says something like, are you enjoying yourself? And then they pause it on this one frame where Daniel Day-Lewis is sitting down for like a minute and he's just staring at this lady. And then the lady just goes, yes. And then for the rest of the trailer, like, this guy edits the music soundtrack in the background of the trailer, like the score to the lady just going, yes, 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 yes.
I think Only Call Me By Your Name is based off something. Like the rest are all kind of original if you don't count like the biopics.
I think what was it? Logan got one for
original screenplay.
It was like a screenplay adaptation.
Adapted screenplay. Sorry, yeah.
So it was good to see.
Yeah, a lot of them got like Disaster Artist as well.
Yeah.
Things with Disaster Artist, like it always got nominated over in other. I know it's not this. That is a based off something, whatever award, whatever it's called. It got nominated over Big Sick, and I was like, Big Sick is a way better film than Disaster Artist in my eyes.
But I feel like Disaster Artist was boosted by meme economy, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean, because of Tommy Wiseau and stuff. And now it's not boosted because James Franco's a creep.
I just think it's genuinely a good film.
Has Bright on Netflix been nominated for any awards, by the way?
No, it's been slated.
Can I just talk shit about Max Landis, by the way? For ages, right?
I think you were going to anyway.
For ages, I've always been like, Max Landis isn't that. I haven't seen all of his films. I've been so hypocritical. I don't care. Guys, nobody respect my opinion on this podcast. All of his stuff has just been like really lukewarm and weird. But everyone's like, ooh, he's my inspiration. Ooh, he's a great guy. He came off like a fucking weirdo to me. Same with that Andy Signore guy who kept supporting Jurassic World, piece of shit film from Screen Junkies. But Max Landis has always come off like such a weirdo to me. But he's just so not sort of like narcissistic.
He's the one who did Suicide Squad, isn't it?
No, he's not. That's
Wait.
He's the guy who directed it. You're thinking of the film, right?
But he's still wasn't he the one who said like "fuck Marvel" or something during the premiere?
He's always trying to say sort of controversial, sort of like.
Loads of people said that it was like loads of critics and stuff went, it's a really bad film.
And then a lot of
a really bad film and all that. But it's like a good. He was trying to change cinema, but couldn't or something, or like it
did
had really
good well
ideas
though,
or something.
You're right.
It wasn't an original idea at all because when I first saw the trailer for it, I thought it was going to be a film adaptation of I don't know if you've heard of it, Shadowrun.
I've heard the name.
It was a really old RPG, and then it got made into like a small video game series. But it was basically like in modern day, but it's like fantasy, but in modern day, in that there's elves, orcs, dwarves, humans all live in modern day society, and there's magic or guns or.
This already sounds way better than what the Will Smith thing is.
Well, it's been a wild one this week. Returning back, and we've had a lot to share.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go home and say, I could have said this, which would have been a bit insightful. But
well, you could say it next week for our next podcast.
This is so okay. This has been the 5th episode, and it's been derailed countless times. We've backtracked to previous segments, but that's the level of professionalism you get with us. Zero.